we both know how this ends. I know myself a little too well, and it's a little too hard to let you go when you keep coming back. I know it hurts, but we're losing this fight for the last time. I can be the bad guy, so blame it on me.
Chad. Good
Chad.
morning. Guys, I think today
Moisty morning.
Today will be the first day where you will see Miles, a little sweat droplet. I'm going to try and zoom in on his forehead. Please note that's not because of the trading. Our aircon basically, giving some trouble. So we're waiting for the aircon guy. Chad, but I hope you guys are doing well. Please note 15% discount for a one-step challenge.
Oi.
Code, what do you think the code is for the one-step challenge?
Caught my butt.
One is one.
One is one.
The code is one, Chad. 15% off on the one-step challenge. So hope you guys are ready for that. But Chad, we're going to get going straight off the bat here. But as always, firstly, we're going to pray here, start off the day right. So let's just quiet down. Father, we just want to thank you again for another beautiful day. Thank you for each and every member that joins us diligently here today. Father, we pray above all else that your name will be glorified here today. And we pray that you will bless the proceedings here. Also, thank you for your grace and your mercies that are new every single day. And we just pray that your name will be glorified during this session. And if you believe it, Chad, you can drop amen now in the chat. Okay, next hour, Miles.
Got you.
Aircon guy coming in the next hour.
Can smell pull him on stream.
He's going to be on stream here, chat. So do apologize if there's a man in an overall busy helping us here. Alrighty, Chad, let's quickly have a look here. We had some data this morning out of Britain and a claimant count change that was a little bit higher. That's people filing for unemployment in Britain. That coming out a little bit higher than expected, but then the employment change, 107, that's quite positive. And then the unemployment rate dropping to 4.4%. So overall, this is quite a positive read on the UK economy. A little bit later this morning, we've got Governor Bailey around about 11:30. Governor Bailey is more or less the same level as Jay Powell. And then a little bit later this afternoon, CPI out of Canada. We got to oil these things. We'll get new ones. But for the rest of the day, it's relatively straightforward. So nothing too extreme there. Straight off to the charts on a technical basis. Let's see what's happening here. Yesterday, I told you guys we are bearish on the dollar, but I did mention that we are trading into a previous little demand area. Closing bearish yesterday. I did say that on the weekly, we do expect some type of top wick first before continuing lower. And could this be the start of it? I'm going to say yes and no. Yes, if we hold above the previous daily high. So I'm going to be bullish for the day, or neutral to bullish if we can hold the previous daily high. So this zone right here, if we can hold above it. Otherwise, if we start trading back below it, that was your weekly top wick. All right, so a little bit of a gap up with President's Day. So are we going to close that gap now today or a little bit later? But in all essence, daily R1, previous daily high, if we can hold here, bullish for me on the day, bearish below. US 30 daily, beautiful daily close yesterday. Remember, I mentioned to you guys that I'm still neutral to bullish. And even though we had this little closure back inside of this range, I did mention that if we close back inside here, things are going to start flipping back to the bull side. and now we've got this little range. So we're just going to take it range by range because we are in a bigger range. So I just want to focus on what's happening right in front of us here. And currently, if we stay above this previous little resistance area there, we can start to make our way up in the range. So I am neutral to bullish on the day, and I would expect us to trade somewhere here a little bit later today and even through that level, 44,695. Looking on the lower time frames, what do we have? Beautiful Asia lows already tapped. There's that daily support zone. There's your daily pivot. So let's see if we can get a nice pullback into that region. That is where I will potentially look for some long positions into this previous daily high. Right, that is my expectation here. I cannot really go short on US 30 at this stage unless we start trading back below this daily pivot. But then again, we don't really have a major advantage point with Asia lows already swept. Nasdaq daily, let's check the daily here. Daily is still bullish. We mentioned the weekly is bullish. The daily is also bullish yesterday. And we spoke about this previous little breakout zone, still untested. I would love for Nasdaq to pull back to that level there. But again, also we don't have to. Starting to break above yesterday's high, that is super bullish as well. Now the question is, what do we look for here? So what are we going to look for? Very simple. Previous daily high, daily R1. I wouldn't even be surprised if we go a little bit deeper, testing Asia highs and then doing something like this. But again, you guys know if we start to project above Asia highs like this, we would expect a hold and a continuation. So this is relatively bullish on Nasdaq. Just keep your eye on this level there. All right, previous daily high, daily R1. If you don't know what the daily R1 is, that is your daily resistance level based off the pivots. So for the guys that are new, go check your pivot points. They will give you some levels of resistance and support. Then going over to gold, yesterday I mentioned as well, breaking it down, that I wasn't necessarily bullish, because if you look at what we had here, I showed you guys earlier in the year, or I think it was end of last year, we had something very similar here. We had something similar in the case of it looked like a break of structure. We were rejecting a previous area there, and then we started pushing back to the upside. And then around about the start of the year, we had something very similar again, where we first broke up, we broke back down, and we had like this minor little, I can't even really call it a structure break, but it is a structure break. And I said we just started pushing back into the range. So that is what it's looking like here now. See how yesterday we failed to hold below this minor little support area, and we're back in the range. So I would expect now for gold to start pushing back up to 29.28. So I'm bullish on the day. We're also trading above the previous daily high. So what are we looking for here? Previous daily high, relatively quick test there, but also we've got the daily R1 and we've got Asia highs. So the first level of interest is going to be, what are we doing here? Okay, and then secondly, are we going to go for a deeper retest into the previous daily high? If we start failing the previous daily high, I would expect us to trade back into this support zone here. So you could see something maybe happen like this, where it's trying to hold and then that break, and then you're going to see a deeper pullback into that zone, and then we're going to need to monitor what happens there a little bit later. But currently, if we hold above here, bullish. If we start breaking below, let's just check the 30. Yes, okay, so if the 30 starts breaking back below here, there is a potential short just to come and retest that previous area, but other than that, we are bullish. And then on GU, yesterday we were bullish. Just to this, was in quite a tight consolidation. We were bullish, and I told you guys that we closed above this previous little resistance area. We had a nice wick to fill, which we did. And I'm still of the expectation that we can see GU trade into this 200 EMA, 12686, and then after that, that resistance area to the left. So this is our weekly range now. Weekly high, weekly low, that is the range we are in. And checking the lower time frames, we can clearly see here Asia lows have already been swept. Now it is a question of where can we get involved with this. 12600, that is Asia lows. Ideally, if we can get it, not take Asia highs, start pulling back to Asia lows, holding there. Then we can go for that previous weekly high, which is also up there. If we just start moving from this level, that's going to be quite tricky for us, because then we're going to have to wait for this zone. All right, the previous daily high and previous weekly high. And then from there, we can start taking it to the daily R1, because then we're technically holding above the daily pivot. There's no short idea for me here, guys. So I don't want to necessarily short this. I will primarily be looking for buy opportunities. Then last but not least is GJ. GJ, I mentioned to you guys on the weekly, I'm actually neutral to bullish because we closed back inside of the range here. All right, so let me just clean up these charts. So for me, the way I see it here, this is our range now for the week. While we hold above this, I'm looking at this as the playing field. This is our weekly range low, and that is our weekly range high. So if price holds above this zone, price will then proceed to fill out this range. So quite a nice bottom wick on the weekly so far. The daily is now starting to battle this previous daily high, and if we start breaking above that previous daily high, that's going to be super bullish for me, because that's going to mean this was a pullback, and what's going to happen is we are actually going to go and break the structure to the upside. All right, otherwise, if we fail at that previous daily high, what's going to happen is we are just going to flip down bearish again, and we will likely go to this weekly bottom range. Okay, so let's quickly check it on the lower time frames. We can see that we've barely nipped Asia highs. There's your previous daily high. There's your daily R1. So for me personally, I'm going to say I have to see something above here. That for me as a minimum. Why? Because Asia lows are still untested, and you could see something like this happening, where you push up, you fail there, and you come back into the range. At that stage, I would consider potential short positions. Then all this was just purely a deeper pullback, a fake out back into the range, and we can take it short. But if we start holding above that previous daily high after all of these bearish daily candle closures here, this could have been the pullback, and now what you're going to see is you're going to start seeing an aggressive move to the upside. All right, so Miles, that is my rapid fire analysis. I just want to see why your screen is not working. Give me 1 second, yeah.
It's probably because it's so hot in the office.
No, Mo and then played here with the Atom.
Chad, how are we doing though? Ready for another 2-hour trade. Off stream, it actually smacked TP. It was quite nice. What's up?
Miles. Technology, my brother.
Technology. Tariq, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Hope you're good too, man.
Do you have WhatsApp on that PC?
Do I have WhatsApp on the PC? No, I don't. Let me see. Not my WhatsApp, but I can connect probably.
Quickly connect your WhatsApp. I'm just going to send you a Teams link. Chat, sorry, man. We had Traders Next Door, and I think something...
There is no WhatsApp, but we can quickly get it.
You want to quickly improvise? Yeah.
Yeah, let's quickly just.
There you can just screen share there.
Just gonna do a WhatsApp web, man. That won't be that difficult.
Alrighty.
Give me 1 second here, boys.
It's super moist in here.
Wow, man.
You know, when you start to get that little forearm sweat. If your forearms aren't sweating or you're even getting hot.
I think this Super C's actually helped me quite a bit.
Wow.
Okay.
Alrighty, Chad.
You can just send me the
I'll WhatsApp it to you.
WhatsApp, yeah.
But I'm just
Logging out? Why did it just log me out?
I'm gonna have to open up this door.
Nah, dude. Is it vacuum on? Nah, it's not. No? Why did it just log me out? Hold on, Chad. We almost there. Technology. Why did it just log me out? Keep WhatsApp open on both devices. Loading
And
your
we've got
chats.
black on as well.
You know what? And this lights is bringing the heat as well.
Yes.
There we go. Got you. Right, let's join that Teams link.
And then just share your screen. I just have to do some running repairs here.
Continuous browser. There's a Teams app, right? Yeah.
Chad, just give us a second here. The only thing is I'm scared of restarting the Atom.
Yeah, don't do it now.
Then we lose
choke the stream.
We lose the stream. Wait, must I quickly try it? Chad, okay. Let's wait, Miles. Let's do it the right way.
Okay.
I want to keep you on the teams.
Okay.
Chad, if we lose connection, we shouldn't. I'm just gonna quickly restart the Atom, and then we'll be back. If we're not back, just check for a second stream. But I'm gonna do a quick plug in, plug out. Okay. Okay, let's see.
Oh, you're still here.
Should be. Okay, look at that.
Work it. Leave.
Chat, are we still here? Just give me a 1 in the chat if we are still live.
Oh, wait, chat. You know.
Miles, that seemed to do the trick. Chad, 1. Okay. That easy. Quick plug in, plug out.
Lekker.
There we go.
Be good. Sorted.
Yeah.
Okay. Chad, let's have a quick little run through gold and GJ. Let's actually focus on gold first quickly. Seeing that we are breaking this level of support. Actually, just want to jot it back just to refresh everybody's mind on that weekly price. Still creating that higher highs, higher lows within sentiment as well as in structure. Candlestick is giving me the following idea that, look, yes, you are overall bullish, right? However, with price rejecting so heavily last week, the idea this week is that we can go and wick fill that, right? However, if we start flipping the current weekly lows after grabbing liquidity above QP levels, I'm going to anticipate price to start declining. The only thing for me with gold, we're not at all-time highs, we're trading this high sort of vibe. The idea for me personally is never to sell, unless I get that microstructure there. Now looking at that daily, what I've mentioned on Monday, as well as last week, is you have this you have this following area, right? You've got this area of price consolidation there. So the simple idea for me is price is overall bullish, right? With the consolidation range, all I'm going to do is trade the range. The primary target within that idea, doesn't matter what the pair is, doesn't matter what the time frame is. If I'm overall bullish and I'm trading consolidation, the idea is to buy off of these levels to try and target the high. So that's going to be the idea on that daily. Now breaking yesterday's high, the idea is that if we can re-break the current daily high, which is also above this micro mid-range over here, we should then start tapping the highs of 29.25. That is then filling out the consolidation area on that daily. Lows, highs, all price is doing is consolidate, and I want to see price tap into that highs, right? Then moving over to that 4 hour, We then have price having our area of resistance, came back, tested as support twice, pulling away from that level, trading above QP now, also above that mid-range level. I'm currently anticipating price to retest, which is, yo brothers, Super C's give you different types of burps. Retest
cuts into
20, bro, 2909, which it's currently doing. Then I want to see it re-break the 4-hour high, and then I want to look for longs into 2925. The thing is here, with that being said, there is a risky play, but I don't think that's going to be the idea for me today. Is understanding that price needs to come to this level here. So if we're failing these levels here, it's obvious that price is going to tap into 2905. So why not then look for that early shorting position on your 15 and 30 minute, which is now starting to form. So you've got your area of consolidation, you have price form resistance, break out. This could be the possible retest. Why not look for that short position? Yes, 100% we can do that, but I won't do that aggressive play. I personally will rather wait for price to come back beneath 2905 if it is shorting time, and then trade this range. So whatever happens here, I allow it to do what it needs to do, right? I just don't get involved. And see if price can get beneath it. If we can get beneath, I'll short price down. Yes, sir. On the contrary, because price is bullish, and this possible retest happens, okay, I will also see what price does if it pulls back, holds the level, and then because my 34-hour, or everything is bullish, I can then look for type 2 longs from this position. So like I said, the primary objective here is to trade the range long. So that means this minor pullbacks doesn't mean I just want to jump on. I can, unless I see a solid setup. But for me, that's only going to happen beneath 2905. So sells is beneath there, 100%. And then buying territory is going to be above the current daily high, as well as off of this area of liquidity, 2906. So let me just pop that in there so you can see it as well. So that little jump to the downside, it shouldn't be phasing anybody because it's just accumulation. So that is where I would buy type 2, buy there type 4, sell here type 3. Okay, straightforward. GJ took us on a beautiful roller coaster yesterday. Ended up sitting in the trade, moving sideways for about 2 hours. After stream, I was laying on the couch like, Chris, bro, what is this? But eventually running to our 10 pip target and even further, which was quite nice. So definitely a art of patience had to be played. Now, looking at GJ on the weekly, and this is why today, I want to buy GJ today. So this is the idea here. You are overall bearish on GJ, 100%. But the weekly Mariposa candle showing me signs of reversal after closing back above the level 190. So test. Price closing back above the level. This week's weekly candle dropping down first after creating a nipple. There's the nipple. We then came down to drop down. The idea is that if the current daily high breaks, that's going to be the flip of the weekly to anticipate price to then drive to the upside. And then all we're doing is range trading. Is this the range? No. This is the range. There's the low. There's the high. This was price grabbing volume to come back up, retest, which it's done already, to then flip and drive to the upside. So I would love to see GJ start driving to the upside off of this major weekly key level which you're at right now. So even though I'm overall bearish on the pair, it's clear for me to see what price is doing on the structural side of things, you know. Then dropping to that daily, I'm going to speed it a little bit up here, guys, because we have market open in 5 minutes. So dropping to that daily, what I like to see also is that the idea of the buys is only going to come once we break not only today's high, but also yesterday's high. That's really good to see. Dropping to that 4 hour, we then have the following sort of structure happening, where you've came from this level here, you've pressed, this is your micro pullback, tap once, tap twice, rejected, back above the level. I'll explain why I'm showing you that now. And these are also the same areas here. So do we need to pull back down to the QP level of 190? it's not a must because I've tested levels twice of major liquidity, which is where price is right now. Okay, not to say it can't happen, it can definitely still happen because you are at a key level right now on that 4 hour, which is this level of the current 191,750, right? Because there's your liquidity. This could also be the retest for price to continue driving further down in alignment with obviously a bearish sentiment on that lower time frame. So for me to get the buys, what do I need to see? I need to see the 4 hour re-break its own high, which is going to be the current daily high, the previous 4 hourly, as well as the yesterday's high as well. And then what do I need to see is the 30-minute or 50-minute close above the level. If we look quite closely, this is when I saw this morning. This was the giveaway for me. You have your range here. Here's your range. We do this almost every single day. You have price going to range 2, breaking out. This should be price grabbing liquidity to short off. It failed to do so. It's actually closing back above the level. There is my retest, which is that I want to see price now trade off of this level of support to drive up to the resistance point. And all I'm doing is trading range low to range high. So once I then have a 15 or 30-minute candle close above this level, I'm still going to look for a wick down and a drive. So between both pairs as well as between both directions, I prefer the GJ longs above the current daily high 11750. We have 2 minutes to market open. Let's see if we can get a close above. If not, we have to wait another 15 minutes for that closure above to long.
You say
19750.
I think that gas from the Super C, it impairs your speech.
Does Super C also dry your mouth out?
Yeah, I think it gives you a little bit of cotton mouth.
Definitely. But Jay, that's my rapid fire analysis. I think we're all ready. For those that don't know, this might come as a shock to you. Whatever we say on stream is not financial advice. There's purely just our analysis of what we do every day. So be educated, man. Absorb and try and learn as much as you can.
Awesome, my brother. Beautiful analysis, Chad. I think for that reason, we will go split screen here. We literally have 1 minute. Jeremy, my brother, you wouldn't believe it. Yesterday, when I saw your wife's status on memories being shared before your wedding anniversary, I think it's 10 years, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a break.
I still wanted to give you a call. I hope you are well, my brother. And then also 10, I think it's 10 or 12, if I'm not mistaken. Benedict Tithe, you don't understand the difference you're making. Awesome, my brother. Again, it was something simple. What Benedict Tithe is talking about was that, again, it's not something out of a textbook. It's just observation with a lot of years of experience. I just told the guys we were trading at one stage at the weekly high, and I said, just looking at all of these previous weekly candles, we understand that at some stage we're going to create a pullback. We just measured some of these weekly top wicks, and we said on average it's about $20 to $15. So I said I didn't expect this deeper pullback, but I said there is a definite chance that we can do a $15 to a $20 pullback. And for that reason, on Friday we didn't look for the longs. We still mentioned while we were trading here, I said it's more likely that we could get a short, and I'm just this was around about
3 seconds
11. Chad, markets are open and in motion. This is the official round 3. Ding 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 ding.
Round 1, fight.
Here we go, Chad.
Okay, guys, not taking GJ just yet, just because of that previous closure, a bit strong, Maribozu. If I was going to take it, I would have wanted a deeper pullback. So this is the idea right now. Personally, I would have wanted a deeper pullback. So regardless if it is 10 pips, awesome, 100%. It's just not the trade for me. Just because of the previous closure. The previous closure is strong Maribozu above the level. I'm going to always anticipate a retest. Now we've got the bottom wick, 100% stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. But for me personally, I wanted a solid retest, and then I would have taken it. So we're about to hit the TP on that, but personally, I did not take that. It would have been TP10. Personally, I didn't take the trade just because I never got that pullback, man. I never got that solid pullback. So it is a TP that I was hit, but I just had to watch it. So I'm going to have to wait for my next setup. For me, and I just want you guys to understand, so you can understand why I didn't take the trade. So when I see Maribozu closures within liquidity, there's liquidity right here. There's liquidity all over there. I will always anticipate a reversal. Okay, so for me seeing a close like that, this candle, for me to take it on a risky sort of trade, I would need to see it come back to grab liquidity, because the understanding is that the only liquidity it has grabbed is all of the volume down there. Why is it not retested here yet, right? So it doesn't have to, but for me to get in, I want to see that last pump of liquidity grabbed, and the reason for this is because I'm a momentum trader. I want to be within and out the markets within the first 5 minutes of my trade. So the understanding is that in order for it to gauge upon momentum, it needs orders. The orders are there. So that is why I did not take this one.
That FX, I've seen I've seen some brokers have it. The spreads aren't great on DXY. If you really want to trade it, ultimately we just trade price. So if there wasn't a watermark on my chart and I told you that this is grain, you won't say, Chris, that's not grain, unless you knew what the price of grain was. So again, ultimately, what makes a pair is you knowing what the price is of it. So ultimately, price action is price action. If you want to trade it, if you've got an edge, if there's some type of information you can use to correlate or plot where the dollar index could go, by all means. But for me personally, I just use DXY as a relative strength indicator against the majors. Do I want to trade DXY? Not necessarily. Is like markets a new kid on the block? Yeah, but I don't trust it.
The only Lux I trust is the soap.
Yeah, 100%. Keeps your skin nice and soft.
Soft. Chad, P for TP.
What, in your opinion, is a fair spread? Chris, is there a website that show all break spreads? I see some spreads like 2.5. Robin, it all depends. If you think about it, and we had this discussion the other day. If you think about it, it's neither here nor there. Because if you've got a standard account, let's call it a standard account, and you've got a raw spread account. So on the standard account, no comms, but you've got to say maybe a 2.5 pip spread. Okay, and on the raw spread account, you get the raw spread. Let me just space this out. You get the raw spread, but for that raw spread, let's say you've got a spread of 0.5 to 1 pip, but you pay a $7 commission. Whoa. Okay, 7. You pay a $7 commission. So if you think about it, more or less, depending on what instrument you're trading, that extra pip you gain here on the raw spread, you pay in commission. So now that takes away from your profit when you close a trade and open a trade. And the standard account, you don't pay any commissions, but your spread is a little bit wider. So for me, if you really go and do the calculation, there's very little to choose from. I just feel as a trader, this feels visually better for me. If I've got a raw spread account, it just feels good to have that. What is this? Do I need to hold shift in? Somebody said, what is it? Alt? Oh yeah. So the raw spread for me just feels better. It looks better. You get executed where you want to. But there's no fair. There's no such thing as a broker will charge what it wants to charge. Okay, but how do I unselect? All right, that was a mistake. Chad, how do I? Okay, wait. Ooh. Chad, how do I unselect the demonstration? No, man. Miles, I made a mistake here, my brother. there's that demonstration tool, but once you select it, you cannot unselect it. Ooh, mistakes were made. Let me just. Oh,
Just change to magic.
oh, okay.
Change to magic.
What does magic do?
And then from magic, go back to cross.
Wait. Oh, damn, magic. What are you doing to me, my brother? Now I lost my toolbar here. Chat, how do I get my...
So from magic, go back to cross.
Okay. But how do I get back my... I had this quick select toolbar. I chalked that now. Control Z. No, I tried that now. I hid my... Yes, the chat. Star icon. Oh, legends. It's back. Damn, Chad. Beautiful.
I see.
Beautiful. Alrighty. We're back. Dollar index currently holding a previous daily high. US 30 massive pullback into that zone. Nasdaq also back into that zone quick and fast. We have gold also currently rejecting these highs, so we're gonna have to see what we do here on the 30. GU still making that pullback, like I said, still looking for the long idea. 12600 is at Asia lows, that's the round number. GJ, yeah, like I said, if we cannot hold above this previous daily high, going to be tricky. But if we start punching above it, I think it's a goodie. Never too old to learn, eh, Miles?
Never ever.
Brian, you legend. Why do I feel like you've used the magic tool a little bit? Yeah, Steve. When did you use it? Be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. When I used to eat TPs on the MFX stream, I used to smack that thing.
I didn't even know that was a thing, my dude.
And I'm all over that TP section. Oh, now it's stuck. GJ rejecting quite nicely. Quite nice to see how it's rejecting now. Could see a possible setup.
Top 5 maybe.
That's what I'm thinking actually. Like for me on GJ, if we can get a a weak bearish closure, we can anticipate that on the next candle we could get a possible type 5. And then on gold, I'm seeing it reject this level of 29.10. Buys above 29.15. I'll definitely grab some buys there. Also looks relatively clean.
To see if you consider it, let me just remove everything off the chart here. Never ask me if I'm comfortable with something. Try and make the analogy for yourself. So let's go to a 4-hour on Nasdaq and let's just look at it. So currently, let's say after this gap down when Trump started announcing tariffs, what is the flow of the market? What can you clearly see from what we are doing from these lows after we close that gap? We can clearly see that the tendency is to the upside. And then secondly, we spoke about it on the daily at the start of the week. If we go to a daily chart, what did we clearly mention from the last couple of weeks is that all of this was a massive multi-week daily range. So if you start to break it down, you can see that was a massive multi-week range, and now we've broken out. So while we hold above the outside of this range, this breakout is valid. But there's also the possibility of this being a fake out, because this is usually how ranges work. You get to a stage where it fakes everyone out of the range, gets everyone excited, and it comes all the way back in the range. So you're still cognizant of that, but then also you have to look at the current structure. And currently, we can see that we are still creating higher highs and higher lows. Even though we had a pullback here, this pullback happened here from Monday. Yeah, this was Monday. Quite a bit of pullback, and now starting to make our way back to the upside. So I can only get bearish really on NASDAQ if we start trading below these lows. Let me just show you. Because for me, that is the structure low. Because from this low, we took out the weekly high and the daily high. And even if you go on a line chart, you can clearly see that the order flow is currently bullish. So we're creating new highs and we are creating higher lows. So only once we get below that level would I say we have started to shift to the downside. All right.
Actually get gold now as well. If gold can close above the level 29.12, I'm going to do type 2 longs from this area of liquidity.
Into the range, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to range
like
it. I'm going to range it, dude.
Needs to close bullish though.
Yeah, for sure. Bullish engulfing above the level 29.12. And then I'm going to long
like
it to current daily high. Obviously 10 pips, but that would be the idea that I can run to the current daily high. Yes, it feels like I'm in the Kalahari Desert.
Are you sweating it? You're not sweating. Are you sweating?
Yeah, I'm sweating, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
Forearms or in your back?
Kilibaka.
Kilibaka.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like a little droplet falling, then it's still fine.
Nah.
It's once you feel that.
Yeah, that.
Droplet.
We're not there yet, but
Get in there.
now we need some help, yeah, dude.
Chad, I like what Miles is looking at. As mentioned this morning, if we hold Asia highs in the daily R1, very likely we can continue to the daily R2. If we can hold here, I like the fact that we took a previous 15 low.
Same.
Bullish engulfing. If she doesn't run away, if she starts running away, we're going to have to wait for 29.15 because our advantage point was actually targeting this upper end of the range, and then after that target 29.15. So we're going to have to see. Maybe nice little pullback, even go for that wick fill.
For sure.
Then the break of the, but I like this. And then GJ, you just have to wait for this pullback.
Challenge you.
Dude, GJ could be a fake out, rejecting that previous.
I shit you not, I'm looking at the exact same thing.
Could be a fake out, retest Asia highs, come back in the range.
I'm checking that same thing. Gold, you doing break of highs or flips?
Depending on this wick, if we get like a 7 to 8 pip wick, I'll do the wick just to give us that extra bit of edge. Otherwise,
Flip.
break of highs.
Yeah, same.
And the thing is, we don't need a massive bottom wick because both of these signify.
Especially that the current 15 broke previous lows.
Yeah.
Go.
Have to be out by 11.
Yeah.
Away.
Okay. The lady spoke.
Ooh, okay, but this is not a nice close.
If it's bearish, I'm not doing it.
Ooh, what is that? That's like...
Why did my candle not open? Sorry, Chad. That's not happening for me. GJ also married Bozo. What is this, man? That's terrible. Gonna have to wait another 15.
I don't even mind the breaks above these session highs.
What?
Yeah, on gold.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
I don't even mind that. NASDAQ holding that previous daily high. Ugly close. Yeah, Brian, that's not a close.
But Chad will wait for the next close. 15 minutes. There'll be 15 close and 30 close. So let's see.
GJ, I would say if we get a decent top wick here, tapping into that zone, but no bottom wick on the... You also have no bottom wick, eh?
On where? GJ?
Yeah,
Current 15 or previous?
previous.
Yeah, nothing. See, I can't trade a candle that doesn't have bottom or
Bottom
top
wick,
wicks.
no.
5 components.
Ideally now with GJ, week 15 bullish, next 15 breaks.
Say again?
Ideal for me now is GJ, weak bullish candle, next 15 breaks those lows.
Same.
Go for the short.
Same. Type 3 reversal, but the idea is type 5.
Gold, a very aggressive player on gold, Chad, is if this 15 re-breaks its own high. And you've got about 13 pips for that wick fill. We're still holding Asia highs. There's your test. Understanding that if we reflip now, we can push up to fill out this range. But I don't personally... The way that candle closed, it is showing volume. Like the next candle is going to give us volume. Any type of flat body candle like that is going to signify volume. But I first want to...
Yeah, the thing for me
I
is
want a little bit more.
if it had closed maybe bullish,
Yeah.
then yeah, because then it solidifies another point of support.
Chris, we have an issue of tariffs and Ukraine peace talks. What could be the direction of gold if peace is agreed on, but Trump still insists on high tariffs? Could we still see the... Benedict, I think while even you asking of various outcomes, so while anything is uncertain, you can see gold rally. So like you even asking now, there's uncertainty in your thinking. Now, if you are uncertain, there's a lot of other people that's also uncertain. And while anything is uncertain, that is risk off, and that's going to benefit gold. All right? But once the markets have a little bit of a handle on what's going on with tariffs, what's happening with Russia, then I do think you can start to see some pressure on gold. But while things are uncertain, while there's a lot of variable outcomes, things can very quickly change and the markets can get spooked real quick. I hope that makes sense, my brother.
I also think the break of the current allows me a cleaner position also.
All right, chat. This is the idea. I didn't take it. Like I mentioned, aggressive idea. This could still play. Taking it on this flip now. Understanding that we could go and fill out that wick firstly. We tested Asia highs multiple times, but also understanding that the 30 is still open. This 30 is not yet closed, so we can potentially get the same position on the 30 closing bullish, but on the 15, if you want to take a riskier entry, get it closer to that 29.10, this is your play, and any closures below the 29.10, you chalk the idea, because ultimately I'm expecting gold to trade somewhere here today, daily R2, 29.22. So, not a recommendation. Kindly note, this is just the idea. If I had some spare bullets, that is something that I might go for, but I'm just going to personally wait for the 30-minute and even miss this entire range here and wait for something like this. Because then I know we are going from a range. This consolidation range is the liquidity that was built up for that next extension to the upside. So either way, we're going to get a move here.
Yeah.
We don't have to get nervy or. And then GJ for me is a little tricky. I'm going to tell you guys why. Just want to show you. because of this. I think this was Wednesday, where we also consolidated up against Asia highs. It gave you a trade. I actually think we were in this trade. How much was this? Yeah, we were actually in that short. So the setup now is something similar to this. We fake back into the range, we break the lows, we fill out that range. So that is the idea that we've got on GJ here. But also kindly note what happened a little bit later that afternoon when NYSE opened up. Again, the idea, Asia was the extension, London is the correction, New York follows the direction of Asia. We've spoken about this multiple times. So what did we have during Asia? We had a nice expansion move, so we could see the corrective move, but ultimately this is going to continue higher. All right. So you got to know if you're in primary or secondary market structure. And we are currently in secondary. Same with gold.
Also, for me, if GJ is going to close weak bearish above the level, I'll do a type 5 long on the next 30.
If GJ closes weak bearish.
Yeah, so if this candle closes like that.
Wait, let me just see. Let's go full screen here on Miles.
So if this candle closes like that, with obviously the wicks like this.
Yeah.
The next
like
candle.
type 5,
yeah. Next candle drop down, grab liquidity, and I'll take it on the flip of this.
For your type 5, you obviously, for a long position, you like a short top wick, long bottom wick, because that signifies that more like it's more tilted to the upside. But what do you do, for instance, now this, if you get like an ab roller candle,
pretty
where
much
the
like
top wick and the bottom wick is the same size, do you leave it?
I'll still treat it the same.
Break of the highs or flip if the wick is big enough?
If the wick is too big, then the flip. But if it's not that big, I'll do break of the highs. So in this case, to be honest, I'm going to do the flip.
Okay.
Just because how big is this wick? This wick itself is what, like...
Chad,
13.
can we ask you guys politely if you can just support the stream? Hit that like button. We would be greatly appreciative of that. That's one way of supporting the channel. Hitting that like button and subscribing.
Where we are now?
We are at 72, 240 viewers, 72 likes. I believe in you guys. You guys can absolutely...
At least 200, guys.
Easy,
That's
I believe.
Easy. You just have to
We
press
told
your...
you guys.
Take your finger and press like.
We told you guys we would go to war with you. Chat, and then we're shooting. That's why we have to leave at 11 today. We're just shooting the little promo video for the Cape Town trip. Everything is confirmed. We will be in Cape Town on the 13th of March all the way through till
15th.
16th we're leaving. Yeah. So it's basically 1, 2,
3 days.
3 nights. Is it 3 nights? 1, 2, yeah, only 3 nights, 4 days. So that is confirmed. We will see you guys in Cape Town. 2-day seminar. Check the socials. Limited spots available. The venue is going to be close to Canal Walk, literally in the same complex as Canal Walk. So hopefully we see all of you guys there. Also going to do some giveaways. Might even give away some merch. I don't know. We're going to only do a giveaway if I can see a little bit of sweat. Miles is way too dry. That forehead is... Chad, this man is as dry as a Shield commercial. I want to see sweat, my brother.
Put me in a 2-hour trade.
If you're not sweating, you...
What time did Aircon dude say is coming? But we'll be done. Yeah, we'll be done.
Jonah, we can't stream like this. Even your hands get like
like
a little
moist.
moisture. there's an Chris, how do I find Asia high and low? What time do I use? Aragon, I also did a video. I think if Rix can help me out here, exclamation Asia. Go and check out that. But there, Rix helped you as well, 1 to 6. But there's also indicator. Oh, so it's not exclamation Asia. I thought it was. Chad, Nasdaq currently holding that level. Miles, just gonna go split screen, so keep it right side dominant. Nasdaq currently holding that daily R1, previous daily high. So that currently holding as support. Gold, a little bit of a deeper pullback here. As mentioned, the 30 could still give us a potential setup. 3 minutes left. 15-minute breaking slightly bullish. Now all the way back down again here. Gonna have to see how we close there. GU, beautiful bounce there off the EQ. Daily pivot. Asia high as a minimum. We're gonna need to see what we do there. And then after that, previous daily high. GJ. That daily R1 is still a little bit of a pain point for me. Alright, Mr. Nobody, thank you so much, my brother, for popping in. Do appreciate that. Flip.
Yeah, bro, looks good to me.
How big of a bottom wick are you looking for?
Durban up. I'm fine
Durban
with
up.
it, yeah.
Because liquidity is technically already...
It's taken. But it needs to come down first, guys. If it does go up first, I need to see a bottom wick and then the re-break of that high, I can do it. I want to see this kind of close a bit more on the bearish side than bullish. I don't really want a heavy...
I don't want a weak bullish.
I don't really want like a
rather bearish
major indecision candle. Like that, I don't really like it. But if you can close more bearish for me personally, I would love that. What? It's GJ now, yeah. But a minute to this closure. Let's see what happens. If it's an indecision candle, guys, I'm not doing it. I need more bears here. Come bears, roll for me. Because the thing is, it's going to act as a resistance, which I don't like. And if it closes bullish, 100% not doing it. For 40 seconds here.
Yeah, look, GJ can run, guys. We spoke about that daily zone. We spoke about that first daily zone on GJ. So
if this closes bullish now, I'll then have to do the break of the highs for something like that.
yeah, I want to P for TP so long.
I also need to pay for TP.
Do
But
you
gooi,
wanna
you
go
gooi.
first? Okay.
Yes. That's it. Oh, that's nice. Want to see that bottom wick, and then we can see no bottom wick yet. So just be patient. Can't do anything yet. There is no bottom wick, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no bottom wick on this flight. So I'm looking for something like this now. 191880 as an entry. But I need a bottom wick first. I can't do this until I have a bottom wick, guys. Reason is, every time I take a trade, all 5 components of the candle needs to be there. The open, the close, the high, the low, and the body. If it doesn't do that, it's failed candlestick anatomy. So I need this candle now, which has now given no bottom wick, to do that. then like that, then re-break the highs. And if they re-break the highs, I'm going to take longs. And then just to let you know, it's not financial advice, purely just education and entertainment for those that is watching. You should not be taking these trades. This is just for entertainment. But like I said, need that bottom wick. Also 15, you have that resistance point now, so the bottom wick is also going to solidify price grabbing more volume, and then re-break is going to show me that we have enough volume to impulse right through. Can we target the daily resistance? Personally, you know me by now, guys. I'm a 10 pip dude, but if this can start running through the level of 192, I will anticipate that you can actually tap that level of 192,500. But for that, you need to get through this. Another nice thing to see is that you've got this decent LTA on the left hand side from the highs to the lows there. And this is also then going to be where we can flow right through. So once price does this, comes down to create a bottom wick, I'm going to start putting buy stops at 191,880. And then I need to go P for TP after that. So let's just see if we can get that bottom wick. There we go. So what I'm going to do now, Chad, is I'm going to do 191,880 as a buy stop for GJ. 30 pip stop loss with a 10 pip gain. Okay, so this is type 5. Yes, Jordan. Well spotted. I'm going to slip away for that P for TP. Yeah. Let's see what happens. We'll just put this here.
Okay. Oh, it's actually a nice cool breeze coming through. You're going to feel it. I don't know if somebody open up the front door. Alright, Chad. Miles going for a continuation play here. I don't think it's the worst, because if we look at it this way on the 15, Miles obviously doesn't use the pivots, but for us, look, we already broke the high. We're coming back for that potential retest on the previous daily high. So with that idea that we flip back bullish above here, then that's going to signal that we are actually continuing higher. But if that was actually the test to reject, you won't flip bullish. This 15 will actually close bearish like this, and you will never get triggered into those buy stops. So playing the game of probabilities there. GU still in the range. Nice little pullback here. Gold still holding 29.10. 30-minute closing bearish. We can technically only consider the short idea below here. And the reason I say that, because this is a previous minor resistance area. This could still be a broader consolidation to break to the upside. So I'm still waiting here. I quite like this little formation here, because if we get a closure like this now, this is going to signify a minor break of structure looking left. That's going to be a minor break of structure back to the upside. And then Nasdaq still currently holding that level. US 30 rejecting that daily level. It's going to be quite a key level for US 30. Chris, why price action on VF, MT4 and MT5 different? Andre, it shouldn't be different. Are you looking at the same instrument? It shouldn't be different. unless you are looking at some of the instruments that are just listed there as placeholders. Because remember, any MT4, MT5 you install, you've got say 10 or 20 instruments there. That's just a price feed. It's not connected to anything. Is it different? That is very odd. Let me check. Where's the difference on gold? I'm looking on gold. Okay, let's have a look here. Let me check. But how much is it different? Okay, I need to inform the tech team if that is the case.
Ooh, what's happening now? Okay, guys, so on my side, if we start breaking these lows, I'll remove those buy stops. But for now, everything's still fine. I actually like that it's holding here a little bit. And then if it rebreaks highs, I definitely want to be in.
Andre, Jason, would you be so kind to pop us an email at support@vaultfunder.trade with your account numbers so we can log a ticket with the tech team, because they're going to ask for accounts. So if you guys would be so kind, support@vaultfunder.trade, just your account numbers.
And then 15 on gold also looks quite nice if we can close bullish in the next, 8 minutes. Bullish engulfing above 29.12, around that area. If we can start closing bullish above here, that's going to give me the idea that we've came down to grab liquidity, engulfing. The next candle, I want to see a bottom wick. As the candle flips, I want to see price drive. That actually looks very nice as well.
Very nice.
Very nice. Oh yeah, gents. What's up?
Who said that? Oh yeah.
Hey Zeus.
Looking at some charts.
Charts and sweep.
I still don't see a little forebrow sweat there. I don't even see that forehead
I'm
glistening a little
trying
bit.
to stay still so I don't use a lot of energy.
Usually before the sweat, there's like a little bit of a gliss and you can see it.
It's about to like pop off. Hey, gold's actually looking very nice for these longs, man. If you can close engulfing, it looks really nice.
Yeah, I like the gold as well.
But also, Chad, if we don't get the trade on this next 15 close, that's going to be me for the day. Just because I don't want to cut it close to having to take a trade close to when we need to jump off stream. So if I don't get a trade in the next 6 minutes, that's me.
6 minutes. I think we stand a better chance with gold currently.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one as well.
Actually drew it out here for the lads. Chad, there's that candle I drew. Like I said, that candle like that, beautiful.
I like it as well. What's with the RR? Bruh, I'm checking that same thing. Why is it not a BMW 1000 RR standing outside? Appreciate you supporting us, Jesus. Shot, man.
What you guys do for us, we appreciate it big time. 2Gs. Yeah, Zeus. Awesome, my brother. RR, what is that? RR. RR.
I actually like Pirates of the Caribbean. Like that's one of my movies that I really smoke.
Hey man, the R. Here's the thing, just don't have a stop loss, then you don't have RR. Think about it. What is your RR then if you don't have a stop
Thinking
loss?
that same thing. Yeah, guys, GJ.
I think it's
Guys, I'm gonna chalk it. I'm gonna
good.
chalk it. I'm gonna chalk it. I'm removing these buy stops. GJ is not doing what I wanted to do, so
he actually
removing
doesn't
those
have
buy
a stop,
stops.
Oscar. So I don't know what his RR is if
Why
he doesn't
10
have a
pip
stop.
TP with a 100
But you don't
pip
have a stop though, Miles.
My stop isn't 100 pips, it is, hold on.
Wait, let's just go full screen now.
Let's do 400 pips, eh, Chris?
Yeah, I would say 400.
A 400 pip stop, so that if I don't come back to that fair value gap and there's no decision with my ICT and there's no breakage with my head and shoulder confluence, then I think the bot should work.
Oh shit. But think about it, if you don't trade with a stop, what is your RR then? No, but I'm honestly asking. It's
There is no RR.
that's the thing for me with. Okay, Chad. Wait. Yeah, here's my thing. Let's say, for instance, Miles mentally he doesn't use a stop, or he's got his own way of killing the trade, and he draws something like this. He draws something like this on the chart. Everyone's happy. It's like, oh, okay, shit, Miles. I thought, but now he gets into the trade and he's up 1-1. He kills the trade. Everyone's still happy. It's like you won. It was initially we thought we're going 4R. What is the relevance of the RR unless your strategy is so mechanical that you have to get a 2R? Or what if I open up a trade here and I say, Chad, I don't have a stop. I'm potentially looking for longs. What is my RR? There is no R because you don't know where I'll close it out. I can hold this trade till here. I can kill it there. So I'm not saying there's a right or wrong when it comes to RR, but think about it.
I don't trade stops. I wait for 30-60 post profit and ride. Let it ride. Let it ride.
Plamena, again, what works for me and what works for Miles, it's not the same. In trading, there's not a one-cut rule. Like I said, for me personally, I'm not a fan of negative RR, purely because if I put in a body of work with one trade eliminating quite a few of the positive trades. So what I want and what Miles want has got no bearing on each other. If Miles trades negative RR and it works for him, he's not going to care what I say or anybody says. And he shouldn't care. That's the thing. We shouldn't put trading into this box of one size fits all. And I think that's the issue what we're trying to do. We're trying to have these canned responses for trading. There's the guy that came third in the Robbins World Cup. He trades with some type of Fibonacci sphere on his chart. And we can't say, does it work, does it not work? The man plays third in the Robbins. So,
Okay, but on the real, if we get a close like this, flip with the next candle, it's going to be something like this for me. For real, those. Next candle needs a bottom wick. As that wick flips, I shall implement my longs. 30 seconds. Let's see. What is that thing before the whole fair value gap thing? There was other thing that was like really...
order blocks,
Nah, it was...
SMC, smart money.
IML. Remember that?
Yeah, but IML was that mastery something.
Okay, boys, check this out. There's my 15 closing, golfing. This candle, bottom wick. And as it gives me the bottom wick, I can look for longs. If it just runs right now, there's nothing I can do about it because there is no bottom wick on this candle. I need to see a bottom wick, and if I can get a bottom wick, I can get involved. But as it is right now, I can't do nothing. So I'm not in the trade yet, just patiently waiting. Van Wyk, do you have a yo? Last time I was called Van Wyk, that was my mom like telling me some shit. Do you have a daily target of trade, off trade? Oh, you speaking Afrikaans and English here? Of the net ones, the market views are popular. I personally don't have a daily target. I just look for 10 pips every trade that I take. And if that means I don't have a trade today, then that's totally fine. I feel like having targets on your days set the tone of having emotional and psychological attachment to what you need to accomplish within the day, trading wise. And you can't have that in trading, in my opinion, because the market doesn't owe you anything.
Plamena, but don't worry, we can do fair value gaps as well. We can do fair value. Yeah, I charged you this morning on a young fair value gap. There's the. There we charred, we snipe it. So we can do it all, Plamena. If you want us to do SMC, if you want us to do, we can literally do it all. Do we want to do it all? Maybe, maybe not. But we do it better than Michael Addleston. I can promise you that.
Miles, when you tell us
Let
what
me not get into that.
I bought a BMW with a Datsun Go motor with a Superboss cam in it and a mini Leyland flywheel. And then Chris gave me some of his lawnmower oil in it. Seems pretty fast.
No. Jordan, I'm thinking you thinking of the guy that's won, I think, 2 or 3 times. You talking about Patrick Null. I'm talking about
Stop talking cuck and just say it's a 116i. Yo, my man, if you're so invested in my life, you can check my IG later.
let's check. What was his name? I'm gonna tell you now. Oh shit. Usher David, the Canadian. I see Patrick Knoll didn't place, Jordan. Patrick Knoll didn't place. You know what's the weird thing is, that Asher David guy was up 360%, and he went big on the last 2 weeks of the comp, and he placed third with 65.7. So you could have easily nuked that. Plamena, we can do fair value gaps, but that's too easy. Why would we come to the ICT realm and school the ICT guys? We don't want to do that. We don't want to take over that cult. Do you guys really want us to come and show the cult?
Okay, this is it. That's that gold breaking the lows now. I like that. The idea is going to be that if it's going to re-break highs, it's going to drive. So I'm going to go ahead and put some buy stops. 29, 12, 70 at this point. 29, 12. So buy stops there. 29, 12, 70. 30 pip stop loss with a 10 pip gain. And overall, you get about a 30 pip gain. But, you know me, 10 baby.
Whew, Plamena. Why would I do that? If SARS is watching, we just spoke about it yesterday. Why would I want to flaunt anything? Like, nobody's held ransom to be here. If I had to flex to impress other dudes with how much money I made or what my net worth is, that's weird.
Come on, gold. Bro, we got like 10 minutes. Rich money is loud and wealth whispers. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one.
Remember, I'm retired, Plamena. I don't know if you watched the last YouTube video where I said I'm a retired engineer. This is me in retirement. Jordan, Garen wants to sell. I'm a fan of the BMW hatches. Love them. You're aging well, Chris. Thanks, Brian. You're in gold, eh?
No.
Not yet.
I have buy stops though. 29, 12, 70.
Rebreak of the eyes.
Yeah, rebreak of highs.
Hey Plamena, we still love you. Thank you for watching us for well over a year. We should actually arrange Plamena. She's one of the few that doesn't miss a single stream. So Plamena, thank you for that support. That support just hits different. But when we're in Cape Town, we can have a nice glass of wine. I actually think she'll do a very good job, Brian. I think actually she will be on top of it. You're just not allowed to talk cuck about a fair value gap or ICT, but the rest. Lufathi, we will look at Joburg a little bit later, maybe mid-year. We're first going to do the Cape Town one. And then after the Cape Town one, we'll see how it goes. If the turnout is good, we will do Joburg. I think we'll do Joburg, Pretoria together, maybe.
How many of you are in the Gauteng region? Maybe just drop a one in the chat if you're from PTA or Jozi or surrounding areas. Quite a number of you.
Oh, is that Josie?
Yeah.
Damn, okay, so we can do a meetup. Beautiful.
It's quite a number of you. That's quite nice to see.
Oh, shite. Okay, rock school contacts. Yeah, we will definitely do Josie. Okay, but Warren Buffett is just weird, chat. The man drives a simple Cadillac. It's like the equivalent of a C-Class Mercedes. Okay, he's got his own private jet, but other than that, like live a little at least. But
when are you visiting Kiribati? I think next month actually.
we are hustling out here. I don't. What happened to Jason Noah? No, but really, I'm blocked. So I don't know.
I don't know. He's hiding. He's off socials. He's hiding from something. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is, but I mean we can't say on stream.
You guys should come to Namibia. We can. Yeah, that's the weird thing though. Me and a mate had a discussion about this, and it's like when you're young, you work to have like certain things in life.
Oi, sorry there, Chris. Okay. In gold longs at the moment, entry 29.1270, TP 10, stop 30. I don't even know why I have that there because I'm taking off at 10.
It is like you get the money, and by the time you get the money, you don't have the energy to actually enjoy it. So it's weird how life works. Like years ago, I had a client with engineering. He literally built a 28 million rand house here in Port Elizabeth just to park all his cars. He's got a few exotic cars. And he could barely get in and out of the cars. And guess what he drove for the most part? He got himself a GLC AMG, and that was his daily. But he's sitting with all of these other cars, and I asked him, and it's like, dude, I can't get in and out of them. Jason was supposed to drop a bomb last week about the truth with the industry. We still... Oh, it's always something with these guys.
Hourly close in 3 minutes. Hourly 30.15. As long as she closes bullish, I'm fine with that.
I think you can go for a swift TP here. And then we're gonna... Yeah, that is... Martinus, we're gonna actually do a little bit of a... I wouldn't say a course, but you can say it's a little bit of a course in Cape Town. It's gonna be 2 days. Myself, Keegan and Miles will be speaking, so it will be divided into a 2-day split. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit talking about the charts. There's going to be a Q&A section. We're going to do some live chart analysis. We might even trade a little bit live with the guys on the Friday afternoon. So yeah, it's not going to be just get there, meet and greet, have a few cool drinks or whatever. It's going to be charts.
The real deal. Miles your trades. Hey brother, let's not have another one of those. Let's get out of here.
Miles, that's 2 pips. Let's lock it in. Let's lock it in, my dude. Gotta get onto the streets. Yeah, and another reason we're coming to Cape Town is we actually have to give Plamena a prize because she has been our most devoted and most diligent follower. Like the amount of watch hours she's provided for us can almost pay for this Cape Town trip. So we gotta give her a gift as well. So you guys will see photos on Instagram with it's actually a prize that goes out yearly for our most loyal subscriber.
Okay, let's see how this hourly closes. I do obviously anticipate a bottom wick on the hourly. And then from there, we want to see it start driving up. That's a stunning 30 close as well. Bottom wick flip would give me the type 2 idea also. So that will solidify the trade that I'm already in. So what I want to see now is price to go down. And then start to run it up.
Run. Yeah, they are. Brian, you don't have to make excuses for her. We know she loves the Chad and the streams. Okay, Miles, you have like 2 or 3 minutes to hit that TP.
Yeah, then we can call it. But let me just go to the bathroom quickly.
Or I'll drive and you can manage.
Oh.
Wonder she's listening. Brian, ask her what perfume she likes. We want to give her a decent gift for being our most loyal subscriber on the channel. Ask her what she likes. We're gonna bedazzle her with YSL black. Let me check it. YSL. Alright, the YSL black. Is she fine if we're gonna go now? We're gonna go now. Chad, I honestly have to say my favorite so far is the Dolce & Gabbana King. I think it's King. That is my favorite fragrance thus far. Then Coach, the Coach strain as well. It's quite nice. That Azari as well is quite nice. Then Jean Paul, I've got the 2. That's also a very more fresh fragrance. The Jean Paul, but the Dolce & Gabbana is definitely. Hey.
Okay, what's happening?
Okay, you're gonna manage on your phone, eh?
Yeah, manage on the
Okay.
phone.
Chad, do apologize. We unfortunately have to head out. We booked a venue to shoot a few shots. So Mo and Keegs is already there. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut it a little bit short today. The venue is only open for us for 2 hours, so it's shooting a little bit of a content piece there. But Miles, maybe just talk them through how you're going to manage this in a losing situation, how you're going to manage in a winning situation.
Okay, so where prices are now, guys, I am still very fine with the trade. Stop loss is down at 2909.7. For me personally, price should not come back down there, but if it does, so I'm totally fine with that. There won't be any management on this trade. Break of the highs will obviously give the idea that price can continue. At 10, I'm closing full, and yeah, man, for me personally, the only way I would manage this trade is if price re-broke these highs and that highs and then came back down. I'll then tighten my stop from that point to about 20 pips. But other than that, I'm just going to let the trade play out and see what it does. My MFX members, I'll obviously keep you guys up to date on Telegram, what I do exactly. But for the chat, thanks for pulling up. I think we can go full screen there, Chris.
Yeah,
thanks for pulling up today. What a beautiful day it was. A bit moist in the office, but we've made it through. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Cheers, boys.
Yeah, Chad, I'll see you guys at 4. Please check code 1is1 for 15% off all one-step challenges on Vault Funder. Peace and love, baby. We will see you guys at 4 p.m. today. Cheers, cheers. It's going to be a big one.